Hello everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of The Shadow of the Silver Mane. Last time, some things happened, but before we get into that, dear viewers, the usual reminder, especially since we've skipped a few weeks, and it's good to keep this in mind. This episode is posted on Skoll Shorties channel. The episode after that shall be posted on Sir Thompshire's channel, and the one after that shall be posted on my channel, Teeironor, and then back on Skoll's. All our links are in the description below, so on and so forth. Now, I would very much like to ask these lovely people to introduce themselves and their characters. I've rolled the dice in the background, and they have decided that the owner of the channel you all are watching this on, Skoll, should go ahead first and introduce himself and his character. Could you please go ahead?
Yep. I am Skoll Shorties, as you already know me, and I'll be playing as good old Captain Buhd, who has been in Ogre Jail for quite some time now, and the Brawlers Guild for the Alliance in Stormwind, and he's gonna be fighting soon in a tournament, so we'll see how that goes.
We will see indeed. Thank you very much, Skoll. Next, according to the dice that I rolled, would be Mr. DoomGoblin. Now, DoomGoblin, in addition to your introduction, I believe there's also something new about Captain Bladebeard.
Hello, it's me, DoomGoblin. I play Captain Bladebeard, and I changed one of his aspects. His trouble aspect, I believe it's called.
Yep.
The bad aspect that every character has. It used to be I wouldn't survive a day without rum, but now it is professional kleptomaniac. So basically, kleptomania is an urge to steal things for usually for reasons other than personal use or financial gain. So basically, my fellow players can compel me to, or compel Bladebeard to steal whatever they want, no matter how stupid or useless it is. He just has an urge to steal sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's gonna be very easy to compel and very fun to play, to roleplay.
I also think it's very much in Captain Bladebeard's character. So
Oh yeah, very much.
I'm in favor of the change. Okay. Thank you very much, DoomGoblin. Next, according to the dice that I rolled, would be Sir Thompshire. Could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and your character?
Hello. I am Sir Thompshire, and as always, I'll be playing Benjamin Aaran, a sellsword and apparently now a very wanted criminal for a bunch of crimes. That may or may not be justified, but hopefully we don't end up spending the rest of our lives in jail and get to have a chill arc like we did in Season 1.
I mean, I mentioned this last time, but either if you disregard the crimes you were framed for, the crimes you and Lyri did yourselves are grounds enough for a lifetime in jail.
Yeah, that's exactly why I said that may or may not be justified.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Thompshire. And speaking of, Zelris, can you please go ahead and introduce yourself and Lyri?
My name is Zelris, and I play Lyri, the innocent, pure blood elf who hasn't done anything wrong, and will fight the justice system to get, compensated for what's happening right now. And so far, it's going pretty well.
Are we really going to have a trial episode where you guys will have to hire a lawyer or something?
Oh no,
Can I hire Cat as my lawyer?
I would love that.
Well, if you guys ever get interrogated, there's something I would like to try, but we'll get to that when we get to that, and we'll talk more about it offline, because there might be some logistical stuff that needs to get set up. But anyway.
Oh, we need to like read a whole book about law and stuff like that.
No, no,
I'm joking.
well,
of course.
do you want me to like say what I had in mind for any
No.
interrogation point?
I just wanted to make a funny joke.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
My bad. Okay. But now that now that you were planning on saying something funny, DoomGoblin, could you also remind us about what happened last time?
Yeah, sure.
A new day dawns in Stormwind as Brawlers Guild tournament quickly approaches. Captain Buhd, roused by his jailers, was finally given some medical treatment for the grievous wound on his back, alleviating it slightly, as well as a black cape to hide it. As he waited for the tournament summons, he impressed most of the other ogres, except Mogoon and a handful of his supporters, with his resilience and tales of his pirate life. On that note, Captain Bladebeard woke up to find himself in bed with his old friend Krana Steelarm, and a young gnome named Got, having apparently promised to join Krana in the tournament while drunk. The dwarf pirate, nevertheless, soon fled the scene after Got and her family insisted they were to be married. With the gnome accidentally in tow, Bladebeard made his way to the Brawlers Guild's tournament. Benjamin Aaran and Lyri Embersorrow, after waking later in the morning, left Bladebeard's house and decided to follow the crowd who were heading to the tournament as well. Lyri decided to take a short detour at a local blacksmith to acquire a sword, but was confronted by a SI-7 agent who had spotted her in the crowd. As the battle escalated, involving Benjamin as well, the two managed to escape after Lyri drew a crowd into the shop and set it on fire, providing a sufficient distraction.
Thank you very much, DoomGoblin. So
You're welcome.
So, which of these groups would you guys like to that we start with first? I think either any of the three groups makes sense, like Benjamin and Lyri, or Bladebeard or Buhd. By the way, DoomGoblin, Bladebeard, you will notice that you have a new item in your little inventory.
Oh yeah, I noticed. His little gnome friend.
Maybe fiance to be, who knows. Yeah. So, do you guys have any preference on who should we start with?
Maybe me and Zelris should start, so the other two get a bit more time, perhaps.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sure.
Very well. So, like, to set the scene, like, the very last thing that happened was, Lyri set the, the shop on fire and ran away. Benjamin, like, a few minutes, like, maybe even less than a minute later, you and the crowd also managed to make your way out. On the street, you would see, like, the dwarven lady who owns the shop, like, crying her eyes out. The SI-7 agent who tried to arrest you disappeared with some magic trick, and like the crowd in general, like, is either fleeing or like looking at the raging inferno, and maybe a few of them are like calling for help to get a mage, get someone to help, etc. What are the two of you doing? You probably aren't, like, together at this point, but you would probably be able to find each other easily, unless, like, Lyri went to, like, purposefully hide.
Lyri, if I remember correctly, started going towards the deeper tram. Mm-hmm.
Okay, sure thing.
Yeah, I think Benjamin would first try to see if he finds Lyri, but if he doesn't, he'd just kind of, again, follow the crowd towards the deeper tram and keep an eye out.
Well, again, you'll, even though IRL, it took like 30 minutes for you to exit the shop after Lyri left. In game time, it took like a minute or so. So I will allow a careful roll with your stunt applying to see if you see Lyri. But Zelris, can you tell me if like Lyri is trying to be more inconspicuous or if she doesn't care?
Probably doesn't care still. She wants to get a disguise, but there's no way she would have gotten it by now, so...
Sure. Do you want to set a difficulty for Thompshire's roll?
3. Shouldn't be too hard.
Sure. Thompshire, please give me a careful with your stunt applying. Okay.
8.
With an almost critical hit, you've, I guess, discovered the shit out of Lyri.
Wonderful. I guess I just try to move through the crowd towards her.
Your Byakugan activates, I guess. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Sorry. What do you to do?
Can you stop setting fire to buildings?
Hey, I saved your ass.
Right, I appreciate that, but recreating the end of the first war doesn't seem like a good idea.
I don't even know what happened. You make no sense.
Right, never mind. Let's just find the others.
You mean Tamal and John?
No, Bladebeard mainly, and Buhd would be nice too.
Oh yeah, Buhd. Larry snickers a little bit. Why did you keep trying to help me, Benjamin?
Then tell me, what do you expect me to do, honestly?
I don't know, you just seem like the kind of guy who just like not put so much effort into someone who's not really trying to do anything good, you know?
Well, like it or not, you're part of the team, so, you know.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Yeah, let's just keep moving.
Are we going through here?
Well, before you reach the Deep Run tram, I suppose I have 2 questions. First off, are you trying to be inconspicuous or not?
Larry wanted to grab something to cover her head. She wanted to grab a hood or something, but it depends if there's any passerby who has like a hat or like some kind of like tablecloth she can quickly steal.
I imagine there would be. Can you give me a sneaky roll and I'll oppose with a generic careful?
Okay.
You have a sneaky of 5. And okay. Talk to me. Who do you try to rob?
Since it's deeper on tram, I assume it's going to be like some really short gnomes and dwarves. So I guess I'll just try like lifting a hat like lightly off one of their heads.
And they turn around and say, "Hey, that's mine."
Oh, sorry, I sneezed and I drop it.
Stupid foreigners and weird elves. And the gnome grumbles and picks it off the ground and says, "Be more careful next time."
I'm sorry, just my allergies.
He harumphs at you and walks away.
I can't believe the excuse worked. I kind of roll my eyes at Benjamin.
I'm just facepalming at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna stand on my tiptoes and try and steal someone else's hat.
Give me another sneaky.
Okay, that's more like it.
You steal the shit out of that hat, whatever it may be. What's your new hat like? And whom do you steal it from?
It's a sombrero.
I was gonna say something. I actually was gonna say like it's a really wide brim hat, so I can kind of cover a lot of my face with it.
Sure. I
So
mean,
sure.
with that big of a difference, it can be literally anything you'd like. You, I don't know if even Benjamin would see you with that role.
Uh-huh. Based, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I steal a really big wide brim hat.
Sure thing. Sure thing. Benjamin?
I mean, I don't think I do anything in particular. I just start to, meld into the crowd since, I'm a human. I'm a relatively common sight.
Sure thing. Sure thing. Okay, then can I ask both of you to roll sneakies? I will roll a careful. But Lyri, in addition to her sneaky, will get +2. Okay?
Right?
Okay.
Oh god,
Well,
that
you...
was close.
Yeah. Apparently this individual got a very bad roll.
Yeah, I wonder who it is.
Which they also did the previous episode, come to think of it. But there you go. Because if you remember in the previous episode, I rolled 2 carefuls, and one of them succeeded and one of them failed. Anyway, yeah, you would pass unnoticed through the crowds. You would see that at one point there is like some of the crowd is like heading somewhere else. Like the majority of the crowd is still heading towards the Deep Run tram. And Benjamin, you wouldn't know where the Deep Run tram is. But there is a portion of the crowd that seems to be heading somewhere else. Not too far away, like to a sort of side street that leads back to a main street, if that makes sense. Would you investigate or would you continue on your way?
I'd say I'd continue probably.
Okay.
Benjamin, do you know whether there might be like any kind of engineer, gnomish weaponsmith of some kind? I could really use a new blade.
Yeah, are you expecting to get jumped again?
I don't plan to, but
Look, I'm sure there's a lot of them around here. Just make it quick.
wait, you want to go now?
Isn't that what you're asking?
No, I'm asking you if you can. Never mind.
So, do let me know what you two do. Do you continue on to the Deep Run tram? Do you investigate the disturbance? Do you try to find an engineer or a blacksmith? Up to you.
Oh, I guess we continue towards the Deep Run tram.
Sure thing. Sure thing. Any objections, Zelris?
No, because Lyri kind of assumes that's where all the gnomish people are going to be in the tram.
By the way, above board, what does Lyri, sorry, know about the Deep Run tram?
Whatever she was told by Benjamin. I mean, I think she knows it's like some kind of transportation thing, and since it isn't, like a harbor or a dock or anything, I think she just assumes it's going to be like some kind of like gnomish tinkering going on, though I don't think she knows what a tram is.
If you like hung out with goblins a lot in the Horde, they would tell you that it's some stupid gnomish invention and zeppelins are way better. They would never go into detail about what it is. They would just tell you, oh yeah, our zeppelins are way better.
Yeah, she doesn't know what a tram really is, but she just kind of get the feeling it's like something about gnomes because.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
Sure thing. Okay. At this point, I think it would be a good spot to see what Bladebeard or Buhd would be doing, and then we'll see what happens when Benjamin and Lyri reach the Deeper Tram after that.
Mm-hmm.
So, DoomGoblin and Skoll, any preferences?
No.
I think we can leave. We should do Buhd first and then Bladebeard, for the simple reason that whatever Bladebeard may do, it highly likely could lead him into meeting back up with Benjamin and Lyri.
Alright.
Okay.
All right.
So, Skoll, if you remember last time, after a cleric partially treated your wound, again, you will need more extensive treatment. Your jailer lady was like very frustrated, but like said to herself, okay, you're good enough to fight. And you spend like the rest of the morning until the tournament starts, which is only like an hour, so like entertaining most of the other ogres with your stories, and you've clearly like inspired them. They're clearly oohing and awing over you. Now, and you'd also be served breakfast on that note. You and Morgoon would get a larger portion because you would be fighting. Now, again, it'll be like an hour or an hour and a half until you will be summoned to, hey, go to the arena. Would you be doing anything else in the meanwhile?
Aside from eating his breakfast that he was given,
Which would be slop. Crappy slop.
right? Yeah. I figured it would be. Obviously he'd still eat it because he's Buhd and he's an ogre. I think that he would be, obviously after finishing regaling his stories, maybe he trained for a little bit, but then maybe rest, I guess.
Like a warm maybe.
Not like sleep or anything like that. Kind of just like relax for a little bit, I guess.
I can see maybe you're warming up, expecting to fight someone. Or more than someone, yeah. Okay. Yeah, the ogres would also like allow you to rest, etc. Morgoon wouldn't like talk to you, nor would the guards disturb you. Eventually, after again like an hour or so passes, you'd hear a loud clap as, once I put her on screen, your jailer lady would yell out, "Oi, Captain Morgoon, you're up, come on."
Oh, time, I guess.
Yeah, your ogres would like, you would see, if you were to look at them, they would like, some of them would like salute you, others would like cheer you, some of them would say, "Good luck, Captain," and others would just yell out, "Smash, smash!" All these typical encouragements that ogres would yell out.
And Buhd would give them a thumbs up as he walks out.
Yeah. You would be joined by Morgoon, who would be giving you the greatest side eye ever. Your jailer lady is accompanied by 2 guards, and as you like walk to her, 4 more will step up behind you to like guard the flank, so to say. Your jailer lady gives you like a weird look while you're walking to her, but says nothing. Morgoon tries to shoulder check you.
Buhd just kind of gives him a stink eye, I guess.
Sure thing. The lady wouldn't necessarily say anything. She would just like a gesture for you to follow her into one of the tunnels. Isn't like the right word. Well, I guess it's underground hallway. I don't know. You get what I mean. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Okay. And as you're going, you will see that someone is waiting in the tunnel once I put them on screen. This gentle ogre, or gentle ogres, depending on how you count. Yeah, he's waiting with like arms crossed, and once the lady looks up at him and says, "What do you want?" And he says, he says, "We wish to speak with one of the champions." Yes, yes, speak, exchange words. And he will point at you, Buhd. They, rather, I don't know.
Oh, me?
Yes, Captain, yes, yes. And the lady will say, "Fine by me, but we don't get it too long." And the ogre will like bow sort of graciously, and he'll like gesture for you to join him in an alcove.
Buhd would follow him, I guess. Then?
And once you're out of earshot, he will say, "So, a tournament. Like the good old days, wouldn't you agree?" "Yes, good old days, yes."
I guess so, yeah.
So you do remember the good old days, do you? Remember, do you? Yes?
I remember, some of it, not all of it, but, yes.
So what's your game here, Moarg? What are you trying to accomplish?
Well, I fight, and I win, and, raise spirits. Make ogre people happy.
Is that it? Is it? For clarity's sake, it's obviously one head stalking than the other.
Yeah. Well, maybe if I do good enough job, humans let us go, and we go and be free.
I see. Understand. And where would you be taking us then, Moarg, after this? Dire Mo is across the Great Sea. Do you have a ship? Sailor, Captain Moarg, sailor?
Well, I don't have a ship anymore, but I have good friends in good places.
Tell you what, Moarg, if you win in this tournament, let's forget about that whole... Maybe we'll get to go away on our own. Humans treat nice. Yes, they treat nice. Yes. Instead, maybe we can get you some better accommodations. Luxury, meat, feast, yes.
Well, that sounds good, but I have friends in place. They're probably looking for me, or hopefully looking for me. They get lost sometimes.
Moarg, you are a warlord of Dire Maul. You are the right-hand man of King Gordok. Who cares what the plebs think? Plebs there to serve, feed, smash, nothing else. Yes.
I don't think I agree. I like plebs, as you call them. They my friends.
You have changed, Moarg. Not entirely for the better either. Yes.
Well, are very different, but I think you the same.
Oh? And what you remember about us? Yes?
You're still scheming.
They both heads like burst out laughing at the same time. And the insane one will say, scheme, plot, slaughter, all part of a day's work. And the sane head will say, look at this finery that I'm wearing, Moarg. Oh, this could be yours as well. You only need to do well in the tournament, and the humans will reward you. You know, the slop they're feeding you really isn't fit for a warlord. Not fit for right hand of King Gordok. Yes, yes. You really should be feasting on. Have you ever heard of deer, Moarg? They're really quite tasty.
I hear of deer, yes. Meet many deers.
Kill, slaughter, feast, yes. So what do you say, Moarg? Come now. You're meant for better than this. And it's a very simple path towards success.
I might fight and do well, but I not do it for deer meat or for you or fancy get-ups. I do it to help out the people here. That's why I'm here. Destiny bring Buhd here, bring Captain here, and I'm going to set us free.
Destiny, destiny. Forward, forward, forward. You use that word far too often, Moarg, even in the old days. But very well. I will respect your decision. Weakling, foul. Will you allow me to provide you a blessing for the fight, at the very least? A gesture of my goodwill? Make you strong, make you fight, yes.
If it help me, then okay.
Okay. But I would like you to roll your careful, opposed by break, sneaky, okay?
Alrighty.
Just barely. Would you like to spend fate points to cover the difference, or would you like to leave it as is?
I would like to spend some fate points because he is definitely very he would like to keep an eye on this guy. He does not fully trust him.
Okay, what would you be invoking? Which aspect?
Let me pull. Oh no, I got it closed out. What the heck? Let me pull it. I will invoke his former warlord aspect.
Sure. I mean, yeah, you clearly remember this guy's scheming. Okay. Just as soon as you say, yeah, sure, you can put a blessing on me, you'd remember, alright, this guy's a warlock. Their spells do harm, not good.
Buhd would slowly step away upon this recollection.
They, whatever, will take a step to you and say, what's wrong, Moarg? Afraid? Scared? Remember our power? Yes?
I do remember. You black magic no do good. It bad. Foul.
Then so be it, Moarg. We shall see what happens to your status when you return. Best of luck, best of luck. Yes, yes. Go smash like you usually do. Yes.
I will smash, but I will smash without your help.
He gives you like the same bow that he did to your human jailer, but you can tell that he's like just being sarcastic at this point.
Yeah, and Buhd will walk backwards, keeping an eye on him as he exits. He's not turning his back on this guy.
He will not follow. At one point, he will turn around and walk in a different direction. You would rejoin the group with the jailer and Mogoon, and Mogoon like stares at you like confused, and the jailer says, "Well, sorted all that out."
Yup.
Well,
Oh,
let's-
sorted.
Then let's get going then. I do have good money on you, I hope you remember that. And I promise you'll get, maybe I can get you some roast chicken if you win.
Oh, that sounds good.
Above board, it doesn't sound as good as deer, if you've ever eaten deer.
Bud ever eaten deer before? 'Cause he's mostly stuck into deserts. I mean, I think there are plenty of deers in Faralos, so he remembers, I guess,
Oh, there
eating them to
were?
a degree.
I thought there weren't. My bad.
No, there are deer in Faralos.
Okay. I was thinking of an animal that's like in the Eastern Kingdoms, but not in Kalimdor, but my bad.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of deer in like the Night Elf areas, as far as I remember.
Okay, my bad. We'll stick to deer, but sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think Bud's actually eaten chicken less when I'm thinking about.
Well, you've also served a long time aboard a pirate ship.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be a lot of meat there, but there would be a lot of fish, but in port there might be chicken.
Yeah, Bud's very used to seafood. I would say that. That makes sense.
Sure. It's a wonder you don't have scurvy. What can I say? Okay. Yeah, Mogun wouldn't say anything. Your jailer lady also wouldn't necessarily say anything. The guard wouldn't say anything. Do you continue on your way?
Yeah.
I think it's fairly obvious, but I'm also curious. What's like going through Buhd or Moarg's mind at this point?
Well, now he sees the warlock as trouble and something he's probably going to have to take care of at some point. He doesn't exactly have a plan per se. I mean, his plan right now is impress the humans, do well, and maybe they'll let him go. But we'll see how long that lasts
Sure thing.
in terms of Bud's mindset.
Sure thing. You would be like navigating through a series of underground tunnels. Well, they're artificial, not like natural, I should say. So man-made tunnels. They are surprisingly tall enough for you and Mogun on that note. It would take like 5 to 10 minutes of travel on foot. And eventually you will reach a chamber, well, you reach a door that your jailer would open. That would open into a chamber that's more, kind of looks like a locker room, but without the lockers, aka it has a bunch of like benches that you can sit on. And in that chamber, once I put them on screen, you will see, where is it? I forget where I put it, because I have a lot of categories for NPCs, so give me a quick second. Oh yeah, this lady, yeah, that Thompshire also made a render for, and thank you very much, Thompshire. You can now feature that on Twitter. Yeah, this lady, when you enter the chamber, your jailer would like immediately run off and embrace this lady, and they would kiss, and your jailer would say, "Lady Whitley, you're champions." And this woman would walk up to inspect you and Mogun.
Hello.
Did I give you permission to speak?
No.
Your jailer would like frantically look at you to like keep your mouth shut.
Bud just blinks a bunch of times, very confused.
Lady Whitley like circles you and Mogun. Mogun just sits there with a dumb expression staring forward. What do you do while she like looks you and Mogun up and down?
Bud, I guess, looks back at her, very confused still.
You got a bit more brain than the other ones. Where did you get this one from? I don't remember him. He wasn't among the ones that Tarsus brought us. And your jailer say, no, he was actually brought in by a guard of all people. A guard? Alright, Ogre, you've made me curious. What were you doing in Stormwind?
Well, I fought some demons, and Khadgar bring us here to be, honored by a great king. I don't remember his name, but, we were supposed to go there, and, my friend Benjamin, he, had to go to the bathroom, and, we got caught, and, we've been split up ever since. Yes.
Right. She like nods slowly, says, and your jailer this time would say, he has some issues, milady, but he's a perfectly good fighter. I suppose we'll see about that. Cleo over here says that you maimed my previous champion, and that's why you're taking his place. Well, I guess we'll see what kind of fighter you are, Benjamin. By coincidence, do you mean Benjamin Aaran, the man who's wanted in the city?
Oh, is he wanted now for peeing? Oh, that tough break.
Interesting. Well, let's keep that between ourselves. Well, not that you'd have anyone to tell. Alright. I think they're gonna do a good job, Cleo. I told you, my lady, they'll be perfectly fine. Well, Lady Whitley would say, well, first off, they're going to announce us, and we're going to parade you a little bit. The other teams will do so as well with their fighters. After that, the tournament sponsor would like to have a word and a demonstration of something, and then the brackets themselves will begin. Above board, let me check something to see like the order of the fights above board. Give me a second. She will then like pause and think for herself. Newcomer, I think you're actually going to be fighting first, come to think of it.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, we'll see. Well then, the main event is supposed to start in about 20 minutes. Make yourselves comfortable. What can I say? She like gestures at the desks. Not desks, whatchamacallit, benches.
Yeah, I guess Buhd would sit down for the moment.
Mogoon would also sit down. You would notice that he seems like a lot more demure than usual, a lot more docile, let's say. He just like blankly stares forward without saying anything. Your jailer and this Lady Whitley would go off on their own to talk about something. Your guards would still be there.
Very quiet now.
And nobody would respond to you. Do you do or say anything in these like 20 minutes while you wait?
I guess he would try to have a conversation with the other ogre.
Okay, how do you try? Let's see.
Gonna be a big old fight. Oh.
Yes.
How are you doing in that?
Me smash good. Me strong. Me strongest of ogres. Me do Lady Bipley proud.
What about yourself, proud?
He looks at you. He looks at you, and you clearly, you can almost see like the cogwheels failing to turn in his head as he stares at you blankly.
You know, fight for self. Makes self feel good.
Yes, me fight, me smash good, me get bigger portion tonight.
Well, good luck with that.
Me gonna smash you good too, get biggest portion. Me, if I kill you in finals, me get biggest portion of all.
Yeah, don't think it's gonna happen, but okay.
He chuckles and he keeps looking at you with that same dumb expression.
Bud just kind of gives a very slow nod and begins to tap his fingers on his knees as he waits patiently.
You knew, waiting hard part, yes. But we smash good. Me smash good. Me.
Yeah, I've fight before. I'm not too worried.
Me smash. Me best at smashing. Me once help good old Carfox smash big ogre. You almost as big as that big ogre. Me gonna smash you good.
I think you're gonna smash not me, but other things, probably.
Me smash everyone. Me smash giant gorilla. Me smash other person. And me smash you in finals.
We shall see about that.
How you see smash? No, me just smash.
I smash, we all smash, everyone smash.
Smash, smash, smash. And he would like continue like chanting smash, smash, smash for a while. And one of the guards will say, "Great, you've got him rolling."
Well, good to keep spirits up.
The guard will like roll his eyes. And yeah. Would you be doing anything else in the next like 20 minutes until you would be called? Because I'd rather see what the again, you're free to do anything else, but
Yeah.
before we start like the actual ceremony, I'd like to see where the other player characters will end up.
Yeah, no, I think that I think Bud's good for now.
Okay, thank you, Skoll. DoomGoblin, what are you
Yeah.
up to?
I'm walking towards the tournament.
Have you ever been to a Deep Run Tramp? Well, you probably have
Yeah.
because it's like almost next door to you.
Oh, has Bladebeard been there? Yeah. Probably, yeah.
Oh, you. Sorry.
Also, me as a player of WoW, I've been there.
Same as well. What can I say? Okay. You would see. Bladebeard has again. He has never heard of the Brawlers Guild before, and he doesn't know where it is. But it's easy enough to follow the crowds where they are going. Your living backpack would say, "Husband, where take?"
We are going to the tournament. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna win.
Me use hedge magics to make husband win too.
Oh, what? Again? What did you say?
Me strong. Me use hedge magics. Make husband win. Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna win. Sure. By the way, do you see Krena anywhere? You know the other woman that was with us.
No other women. Just me. Yes.
No, but do you see her?
She like makes a half-hearted gesture of looking around and says, "No, just me. Yes."
All right. I'll take a look around as well.
Give me a careful.
2.
You do not see Krenna.
Whatever. I'll continue towards the where other people are going to.
You would see a line eventually start to form. And if you were to like look to see what's going on, you would see that there's basically a bunch of bruisers, let's say, that are either like selling tickets or admitting people who already have tickets, if that makes sense.
All right, I'll skip the line and I would like to approach one of them.
You will see like the people on the line say, "Hey, what are you doing? Hey, you dwarf!" And this is like various people talking.
Yeah, I ignore them.
Okay, can you give me a flashy? Okay.
4.
Okay. If you got above board, if you had rolled poorly, they would have tried to stop you, but you're too intimidating for them.
Yeah, of course. I'm Captain Bladebeard.
Your living backpack is like dangling her feet happily, accidentally kicking you a bunch of times. Not harming you, just being annoying.
Sure.
Eventually, you will reach the tournament guards, so to say. Once I put them on screen, and they'll look at you and say, "What are you doing? Skipping the line?"
I'm sorry. My name is Groggy, the Paladin. I'm one of the fighters today, and I believe I got lost. So I'm not sure where where should I be? Waiting for the fight to begin.
Give me.
I'll use my stun.
Okay, very well.
The deceiver.
Yeah. Okay. They look at each other and they'll say, "Well, Gorgi, it's very good that you're here. The senator mentioned that someone would be replacing you in today's fight. But if you're here, I guess all the better. You can sort that out with her. Sure. And one of them will like branch off from the rest, like lead you down a separate path."
Oh shit! I thought that we would lie about me being him. All right. I don't say that out loud. Right?
I can imagine. The guard who's with you would say, "And who's this lady?" And before you could reply, your living backpack would say, "Is God, is wife of this one, is."
No, you are not my wife. I don't do wives. I'm not one to commit. All right.
Sure. Is she part of your thing?
No. She go wait in line like everyone else.
Is fight with husband, is have powerful hedge magic, is curse enemy, is.
No. This is not like 2v2. It's 1-on-1, right? You can't help me.
The rules do make some allowances if she's like your pet or something.
Well, I wouldn't really call a gnome a pet, right?
She says, "His wife is very powerful hedge wizard. Is curse you." And he will say, "Right. Why don't you discuss that with, I don't know, I guess Juba or someone?"
I would try to remove her from my back.
Give me a forceful and I will oppose.
4.
Okay, you remove her from your back, and she's no longer part of your inventory. She says, "Husband, what do? Me powerful hedge wizard make you win? Yes."
I don't need your help, all right? I am Groggy the Paladin. I'm
You
gonna win
paladin?
by.
But you tell me last night you infamous pirate, yes.
Maybe you mistaken me for someone. I never saw you before. Yeah.
Well, you husband, yes, and me wife, me help you win, yes.
Yeah. Just go wait in the line. Get out of here. Come on, sod off.
Can you give me a flashy? Difficulty 2?
Sure. Oh no, 1.
She tries to jump on your back again.
I'll try to run past the guards.
Give me a quick I'll roll hers.
4. Oh, come on.
This is an overcome. So tying on an overcome means you would succeed, but something negative would happen.
Oh, sure. Let's see what negative happens. Does she like curse me with her magics?
You run successfully, but
Alright.
you trip on something, and you fall. But you above board you would be able to get away from her. You will see that a root has sprouted out of this place of all places, even though this place is made of metal.
Oh. Alright. Whatever.
Sure. The guard will run to try to catch up to you.
Once I see that are they like stopping her, or is she like
She
still running?
isn't chasing you.
Alright, I'll slow down.
You know, you probably should have solved your marital issues before coming here.
It doesn't matter. Where should I go? Where is the senator? Where is Krena?
Right. This way. The senator and Krena haven't arrived yet, but I'll lead you to the waiting room, Master Groggy.
Yeah. Thanks.
And you would be guided to a waiting room, similar to where Buhd is at the moment, though obviously Bladebeard doesn't know that. That's basically a bunch of benches in an actually somewhat ornate room filled with like Stormpike insignia.
Alright. Do I see the arena from here?
No, it's
Oh.
above board. It's like slightly below the level of the arena, so you'll be walking up a ramp to the arena.
Alright.
At the moment, there's 2 guards in here. The guy who was escorting you will say there. Well, you probably know best, but probably the Lady Krena and the senator should be arriving here. Probably. And my colleagues will let you know when you're supposed to walk out in front. Okay.
Alright.
Best of luck, Master Groggy. Being honest, I've long been a fan of your works. the way you healed that village in Lordran was, well, I've got my money on you.
Oh, well, you're definitely gonna win then, because I'm gonna win. Smart bet.
He nods enthusiastically and says, after this, could I ask you for an autograph?
Sure. We'll figure something out.
Thank you. And he would leave the room, leaving you with the other 2 guards.
Alright. I guess I'll wait for Krena and the senator.
Unless you do anything else while waiting, can we switch the scene to Benjamin and Lyri?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Benjamin and Lyri, as you're like walking to, you've entered like the deep run tram at this point. What's like Lyri's impression of it?
Kind of dingy, not really the kind of place you want to be. But she's impressed by the little with the little mechanical things, the steel slabs, everything.
Sure. Would you guys be doing or saying anything while you walk?
So why are we going here, Benjamin?
Well, the whole crowd seems to be moving here, so whatever's happening, it's probably worth a look, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Bladebeard, of course. I forgot about him. Yeah, we were trying to find Bladebeard, right?
Yes, since he was part of the festivities, if you could call it that, from yesterday. I'm sure he's probably following the crowd.
Well, let's just hope he doesn't start some kind of horrible brawl of some kind.
You would hear from behind you, out the way! And as you turn, you'd see two dwarven ladies, one of them clad in what looks like battle armor, running at full speed, like trying to like cut in front of the crowds, basically. Out the way! Out the way! We're fighting the tournament, get out of the way! And they like reach you and they try like pushing you out of the way. Out the way!
God! Bladebeard's not the craziest dwarf I've seen now. Oh my god, slow down.
The older lady would say, Bladebeard? Do you know where Bladebeard is? She would stop in her tracks.
Wait, oh. Lyri kind of blinks like 50 times and looks at Benjamin.
We wish we knew.
You know Bladebeard?
He's supposed to fight with me in the tournament.
He's supposed to fight in the tournament?
Are you daft?
Wait, is this crowd for a tournament?
The crowd is, by the way, is like giving you guys a wide berth, and the older lady would say, probably, we're world famous, you know. The one who above board you would know to be the senator, but in character you don't know, would like grab Krenna's arm and say, come on, Krenna, we have to go. Even one fighter is good enough. I guess I'll try to talk something in. All right. If you see Bladebeard, tell him to get his ass to the tournament already. We're already late, but for fuck's sake.
Okay. I kind of give a glance at Benjamin and kind of gesture to the massive kind of crowd that's kind of giving us room.
Well, guess we're in the right place.
Yeah, but let's just... This is a bit too much attention, right?
Yeah, let's just melt back into the crowd.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we'll tell Benjamin, Bladebeard, if we see him.
They've already run ahead.
I know, Lyri's saying that to herself.
Well, good news for you. The crowd is way more focused on them than they are on you. So, yeah, you can slip back into the crowd fairly easily.
That was cool. Let's just try and get in there. If Bladebeard's meant to be doing a tournament, then... how does he even get involved in this kind of stuff? Like,
it's Bladebeard. He always figures something out to
but,
get in all sorts of trouble.
Yeah, but didn't the notes? Surely this puts Bladebeard in trouble, right?
Oh right, the note. Well, it's with us, so.
Yeah, but if he's publicly attending a tournament, surely that means that like gods will, you know.
Well, we'd need to find him first to warn him, so... Well,
Right, yeah. Quickly, let's go.
I should.
And Lyri...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I just wanted to mention, like, above board, Bladebeard is named in the, like, incriminating note, but he hasn't, like, done anything illegal yet.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
As in, he also wasn't at, like, the setup. So, if Lady Elarian wants to, like, whatchamacallit, to frame Bladebeard as well, she'll have a much harder time doing it without the note, so she probably wouldn't bother.
Fair. But they don't know that, so...
Okay, sure. Do you continue with the crowd?
Yeah, Lyri will try and quickly kind of slip through the crowd.
Okay. Eventually, like with DoomGoblin, you will see that a line basically starts to form, and you will see that it's a bunch of bruisers either selling tickets or admitting people who already have tickets.
Benjamin, find somewhere to use the your device and get us through. Benjamin? Lyri kind of like gives him...
well, how would that help?
Just surely, look, they have uniform. Just
Well, above board, it's not Stormwind guards, it's Brawlers Guild guards.
yeah, exactly. Is what I mean. Lyri kind of like points ahead. Look, they have like uniform. I guess. I mean, they look similar enough. Couldn't you just like look like one of them and get us through?
Right. I can somewhat impersonate a Stormwind guard, but whoever these people are, I'm afraid my act wouldn't be very believable.
They're brawlers. They're mouth-breathing idiots. Who cares? I mean, surely shouldn't be too hard. Come on.
Right. Fine.
These are street rats who beat each other up all day. It'll be easy. Don't worry.
Okay, just...
God.
Okay, just give me a moment.
Mm-hmm.
You're also in a crowd that would notice if you transform.
Just get on your hands and knees. No one can see you.
I don't think that's how it works. Oh,
Wait, is there a wall?
A wall, you ask? Yeah.
A wall.
Yeah, there would be a wall.
Okay, Benjamin, get on your hands and knees. All right, and you just tuck your head into your coat and I'll sit on you and it'll look like a bench. Okay, then you can transform.
my what?
Tuck your head into your coat.
Okay, fine, I'll do it.
Sure. Give me a sneaky roll and I'll oppose with a generic careful.
Whew, let's go. That wasn't great.
Remind me, Lyri, you would be assisting him, right?
Yes, I'm going to be sitting on him to make the
Yeah,
X.
okay, so Benjamin would get a +1 to his roll. Let's see. Okay. You transform seamlessly. What do you transform into?
Oh, I guess I turned into a human Brawlers Guild guard, I guess.
Okay, so basically a guard uniform, and you'd probably like... You wouldn't look like Benjamin Aaran, I'm guessing.
No.
Okay. Nobody seems to notice.
Okay, right. Lyri kind of dusts off our clothes and like changes our posture to look a lot more, I guess, confident and dismissive, I guess. Alright, so now we'll just pass right through.
as you approach, you will see actually what looks like a small gnome weeping, walking in the opposite direction. The guards like look at her like, what's going on, but she doesn't pay any attention to the guards, and she heads for the exit.
We are not interacting with that gnome. Lyri does not bat an eye. She's made one person cry today. She's not really bothered.
Benjamin, I'm guessing you don't interact either, right?
Not really, no.
Okay. She would eventually walk away from the scene. Okay. So what are you doing? Are you cutting in line? What are you doing?
Surely there's like... We're gonna skip the line, I was thinking, and try and get through by saying like I'm a VIP or something.
Okay. Benjamin, do you go along with the plan?
Yep.
As you skip the line, you will see that people would begin getting angry, but then they see, oh, it's a guard, never mind. So they don't say anything. Maybe a few of them would grumble, but not say anything. And eventually you would reach the line of the other guards who will like give you a confused look.
My name is Lady Starfire, and I'm a very important person. And I kind of I kind of take out my little sigil from my little bag, and I kind of flash it in their faces.
Right, you still have to wait in line, lass. What are you doing? The dwarf guard says to Benjamin.
The boss told me to escort her inside.
Which one of the bosses, if I may ask?
Oh god, I didn't plan for this.
I mean, you couldn't have known either way.
Yeah.
And who are you? I see the uniform, but I don't recognize you. Are you new here?
Yes, I was hired very recently, so I'm afraid I don't know everyone's name yet.
Give me a sneaky owl pose if they're careful.
Okay. Not too bad.
Okay, you with a 3-point difference, you succeed with style. So, yeah.
Well, I guess I'll wait in line like everyone else. But
hold on, lass. Okay. My name is Minher, and I'm also kind of new here. Where do you need to go? I can get okay. You haven't met the other boss yet. I understand that. Where do you need to go? He says to Benjamin.
The VIP area.
Oh, all right. Well, please. And he like turns to one of the other guards and says, "Hey, you got the crowd handled here?" And one of them says, "Yeah, you can go." And Menhir will say, "All right, follow me then. I'll show you the way, but you really should learn it by yourself by now. It's a big tournament. We do need all the manpower we can get."
Right. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
I'm sure he'll be right back once he's done.
Sure. All right. And eventually, he would lead you to a special lounge that's like you would see. Let me put it on screen. The Brawlers Guild arena in general, with seats slowly filling up, and you will be housed in sort of lounge, a VIP lounge, as you requested. And let me put it on screen. I will, and while I put it on screen, yeah, the guard says, all right, well, you probably know where Lady Starfire's seat is. Do you need my help, or?
No, thank you very much.
All right. Well, when you're done, come back. We do need more help with the tickets, as you know.
Of course, of course.
He nods and leaves you to your devices.
God, I hate playing characters.
Well, shouldn't have to do that anymore. Let's, as soon as he is out of just the general direction, we should like try and figure out where we can hide at.
Yeah, right.
As much as I love this lounge, I feel like it draws a lot of attention.
Did we see a lot of guards while we were getting here, by the way?
Yeah, there are several guards. Not like a lot of them. Every like row of seats has like a guard, let's say.
Okay.
I mean, you look right for the job, and I'm pretty good at getting where I need to be, so I don't think we'll have any issue.
So, what are you suggesting exactly?
We should try and get somewhere a bit more private.
Right.
Just the VIP lounge. It's a bit too, out there.
Well, there shouldn't be a lot of people here, and I'm sure they won't question you and assume.
You will notice that there are, let me give it a quick think, 7 seats.
Yes, but there's surely every single one of these seats is going to be taken, so...
Well, actually 8, my bad, 8 seats.
I doubt that these people A, don't know each other, and B, have a spare seat lying around, so...
I guess that is possible. The other girl did mention this was a big event.
We should... I mean, surely the best place to do would be like somewhere like backstage, right? Away from all the people until the show starts.
Well, the backstage, that would raise some suspicion. It's not normal to see anyone that is not involved in the staff in the backstage.
But I'm good at staying hidden. I mean, I could probably pull it off.
Well, then maybe for now at least, that could be a good idea.
Just all these prying eyes is just making me nervous.
Nobody's really looking at you yet.
But yeah, Lyri knows what'll happen if she stays here.
Sure.
So Lyri just gets up from her seat and kind of looks around to make sure like no one's looking, and starts to head out the VIP lounge.
Sure. You don't even need like a check or anything. You head out of the VIP lounge. Got the guard at the entrance of the VIP lounge like looks a bit surprised, but then like resumes his position. He probably thinks, "Oh, you're going to the bathroom or something." Benjamin, what are you doing?
Oh, I guess I follow close behind.
Are you still disguised as a guard?
Yeah.
Okay. where to now? You'll see that again it's like a square arena with seats like everywhere around the arena.
You see anywhere we can slip in?
Above board, give me a careful Benjamin. Difficulty 4, your stunt would apply. Okay.
Ooh, that was close.
Yeah. Yeah, you would see. What specifically are you looking for?
Any place that kind of looks backstagey, anything that seems to be staff only.
Okay. Not necessarily. You would have to go back to the entrance for that. But there are plenty of nooks and crannies and like back seats that are like unsupervised that you can take if you want.
I mean, this isn't ideal, but maybe we should sit here.
Yeah, maybe that's probably the best spot we've got.
Like, I have no clue how we'd get into staff areas. I just can't see. I can't see anything, and I mean, if you're agreeing, then yeah.
You would still have a decent view of the fights in the arena itself above board.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So let's just wait here for Bladebeard, I guess.
Speaking of,
Right. Sorry, go ahead.
no, that I was just gonna say, do you do guys do anything else until like the formal introductions begin?
No, I was just gonna say that, well, hopefully he shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. DoomGoblin, Captain Bladebeard. While you're sitting around waiting, maybe trying to see if you can pickpocket one of the guards or whatever, suddenly the door bursts open as Krenna and the senator barge in. And the senator say, "You are here?"
Yeah, I was waiting for you. You certainly took your time.
Well, we were looking for you.
Well, where would I be? I agreed to fight. I would obviously be here.
Told you he wouldn't chicken out, Senator, says Krenna. Alright, come here, Bladebeard. And she, like, reaches in to give you a hug.
Sure.
Sure. She was, and the Senator will say, "Holy fuck, why isn't Groggy here?" Fine. You, Bladebeard, right. You know who you will be fighting?
I believe Groggy mentioned something, but I don't remember. Who am I fighting?
You will be fighting Brianna Edwards of the Stormguard Legionnaires.
Alright.
Well, honestly, I don't know what you're capable of. Krenna vouches for you, so at the very least I trust that. Please don't shame us. What can I fucking say?
Don't worry. Trust me, I'm gonna beat anything they throw at me.
And one of the guards will, one guard will like walk in and say, Senator Storpike, it's almost time. And she'll like dust herself off and say, right. Well, introductory bit, we'll be parading around the arena first along with the other teams, and then the sponsor will say something, and then the fights will begin. You'll be fighting third, Krenna will be fighting second.
Alright.
Alright. Buhd, Skoll, are you with us?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. At one point, Lady Whitley would come back without Cleo, as she called her, your jailer, she would say, "Alright, you two, come along."
Oh, finite time. Good.
Mm-hmm. And in the arena itself, Benjamin and Lyri, you would see as the seats fill up over the next like 10 or 15 minutes. Suddenly the lights dim and focus on the arena itself, and the voice of a gnome comes through. You don't know how. You probably have never seen loudspeakers before, and says, "Good people of Stormwind and Ironforge, welcome to the Brawlers Guild." And the crowd breaks out in applause. As you know, that this tournament is proudly brought by a new sponsor. But first, let us see today's competitors. And more applause as the gates open, and the announcer says, "First off, we have Lady Whitley's Ogre Battalion." And Buhd, Lady Whitley will say, "Let us come on already."
Buhd would follow out and wave at everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Benjamin and Lyri, you would... Bladebeard, you would also hear this. Not see it, but you would hear it. You would see... I'm gonna have a lot of NPCs to put on screen, so pardon me for a bit. Lady Whitley, followed by Buhd and Mulgoon.
Wait, me and Benjamin see this?
Oh yeah. You're watching the arena, and they're walking into the arena.
Lyri kind of like stares and doesn't blink a few times, and kind of turns her head to Benjamin without saying anything.
I'm kind of incredulous at the moment, and I just say, "Well, this is gonna be a mess."
That's Buhd. That's him.
Right, I noticed, but
You don't sound so sure. How did he end up here?
well, as I told you, he was sold into slavery or something. I guess this is
He's sold into slavery. Lyri just starts laughing at it. You let him get sold into slavery? I didn't even process that until now.
Look, it's not my fault, okay? Well, maybe partially, but
You were willing to fight. I mean, I shouldn't say this in public.
The announcer will say, featuring the glorious fighters, the Captain Eviscerator and the ferocious Mulgoon.
well, they have terrible tastes.
The Captain Eviscerator.
Yeah.
Buhd, can you give me a flashy, and I'll also do Mulgoon's flashy. I'll also do this for the other teams as well, to see how well you impress the crowd, okay?
Oh my god.
Oh jeez. You, Buhd, draw everyone's applause. You look ferocious, but also like not scary. Mulgoon just looks like an ogre.
Yeah, Bud's, doing flexes and poses, waving at people.
The crowd goes wild.
That really... I mean, this isn't even that impressive.
I mean, it is impressive, you gotta admit. But was always the flashy fighter.
Always?
Yeah, walking around with a cannon is flashy enough.
I guess, but... I mean, having a disgusting, decaying green spot on his back isn't that flashy.
He's wearing a cape.
He's wearing a cape,
Yeah,
and he's posing
but-
with the cape.
Yeah, but Lyri just doesn't really put two and two together. He probably... Never mind. Lyri sighs under breath.
Well, honestly, at this point, I think we're better off waiting for the end of the tournament, or if, well, do people even die in this tournament?
I have no clue, maybe.
Well,
I mean, knowing Buhd's track record, he'll find some way. Lyri's sniffs myself.
I guess as a last case scenario, we could jump in or something, but
Mhm.
that would only bring more trouble.
Honestly, I'm not over trouble yet, you know.
I would hope so, but
Above board, why it's taking so long for them to announce the next team. Bud, you and Morgun will be led to like circle around the arena before resting at a spot, and you can see that there's room for the other teams to walk in as well.
Alright.
And the announcer will say, "Next up, the ferocious Lord Escovar's Stormguard Legionnaires." And let me put them on screen. This is Lord Escovar. Say hello, everybody. And I'll just move the guards more in front. And I'll put the Stormguard Legionnaires on screen as they appear. Lord Escovar is a lore character, by the way, above board. The announcer will say, "The Stormguard Legionnaires, meet George Aaranson," which is your opponent, Bud, above board. And he is joined by Brianna Edwards, this lady, which above board is well, no, not Krena's, my bad. Bladebeard's opponent, this lady.
Alright.
And they also walk around, circle around, and now I'm going to do the flashy roll to see how well they do. Give me a bit. Okay. George is fairly flashy. His armor is gleaming. Brianna like trips a little bit, but catches herself. But the crowd sees that. It's still Bud who drew the most applause. Okay, let me know if you do or if any of you do or say anything during this presentation, or if I should move to the next team.
oh, I guess you can move that.
Sure thing, sure thing. And the voice says, "And next up, the glorious Senator Stormpike's Forgers." Bladebeard, the senator, say, "Oh, come on! I'll go first, and then Krena, and then you. Come on!"
Alright.
And the announcer says, featuring Krena's Steel Arm, as well as Groggy Forge Heart. And I'm gonna need flashy from you, DoomGoblin.
Alright. Oh no. 0.
Oof.
Teeironor?
Yeah, sorry, I was rolling. Krena draws as much applause as Bud. Bladebeard, I don't know, how are you not impressive?
Oh, I don't know.
Gotcha.
Do I at least get +2 from my stunt? Drawing
you're
attention.
right, you're very much right. Okay, yeah, I would say you get that, yeah.
And should I spend fate point on this? No, I'll keep them for fighting. So 2.
You're not impressive. You're not ridiculous, at the very least, but you're not impressive. But,
Sure.
Lyri and Benjamin, you would see someone who... Well, Bladebeard hasn't even bothered to, like, change his costume, so yeah, you'd see Bladebeard. And Bud would also see Bladebeard, and Bladebeard would see Bud.
Huh.
Light, you've got to be kidding me.
This can't turn out well.
Bladebeard is just going to see if Buhd noticed him. And he's just gonna wink.
I think Buhd would note. Probably wave at him. Or probably shout, I'd imagine.
What are you shouting?
Oh, hey, Bladebeard.
I like put my finger on my mouth as in like quiet.
Oh, yeah, he probably doesn't want to pop the red sea.
How does the ogre know your name? Says the senator. No, never mind. And Lady Whitley looks back at you and says, "Quiet, ogre."
Oh, jeez.
Also, can I use this opportunity to discover some of the aspects from the lady that I'm fighting?
Brianna, sure.
Yeah, Brienne.
Yeah, give me a moment to look at her sheet and then I'll tell you difficulties.
Sure.
Difficulty 2 to learn her high concept or her tertiary, and 6 to learn her trouble. Okay?
Whoa, alright. 2.
High concept or tertiary, I leave it up to you.
I don't know what they are, so or how useful they are. Let's go with
I mean,
high concept.
it's low difficulty, so it's probably not useful.
High concept. I probably know what it is.
She's an elite Stormguard veteran. As you can see by the insignia on her, you probably recognize the tabard of the League of Arator. The Arafi Basin people.
All right.
Okay, let me type it on screen while Zelris is BRBing. Feel free to also like talk among yourselves or do something while I do that.
None of us are in the same scene as anyone.
Well,
so.
I mean the players, not necessarily.
I get it. Yeah, this is gonna be exciting.
Okay. And you get a free invoke on this aspect, and you can also pass the invoke along to whomever. You at this cursory glance, you would see that this is a veteran warrior lady. You're not able to like discern any weaknesses, at least at surface level.
All right.
Okay. And the announcer would continue, and finally introducing Johann Playborn's Violent Menagerie, and the gates would part once again. As let me put them on screen. Where is Johann? There's Johann Playborn. This gentleman, a very fancy-looking Death Knight, walks in. Leading Buhd. Do you remember when whatchamacallit, your jailer talked about the big one?
Yeah.
You will see. Oh right, I forgot where I put the NPC, and I remembered. Give me. Oh yeah. The big one, towering above all of you, probably all of you combined, and the announcer says, "The big one, followed by Basalt Brule," who is this thing. Also pretty tall, but not as tall as the big one.
I'll say to Krana, "Oh, remember when I thought that the big one is going to be like a gnome? Well, I guess I was wrong."
Well, it's a menagerie. Gnomes don't fit in a menagerie.
Alright. And what the hell is that thing? The rocky one.
Let me roll for them. Their flashies. That's the big one. And Basalt Brew will... Okay. Okay. So the most impressive fighter is definitely either Buhd or George Aaronson.
What about Krenna with 7?
Oh no, my bad. It's either Buhd or Krenna, not George. And on an average, probably... let me check. So that was... Okay, you guys are actually fairly even. Bladebeard is the least impressive.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. And yeah, any reactions from Buhd or Lyri or Benjamin regarding this array of spectacles?
I'm just confused why they brought 2 monkeys.
One of them looks like it's made of rock.
Yeah, it's a rock monkey, I don't know.
Sure. And I'm gonna position you guys like in the tournament bracket. So give me a second. This is also the announcer saying that the first match will be Buhd. So let me copy your token and put it on the screen. And we'll make like a nice little bracket thing. So the first match would be quote-unquote Captain Eviscerator versus George Aaronson. The second match will be Krenna versus Brianna. Put them on screen again. Okay.
Wait. Isn't Brianna fighting me?
No, you're completely right. It's Krenna versus Basalt, bro. My bad. You're completely right.
Oh yeah, she said that she's fighting a rocket thing from Broken Islands.
Mm-hmm. You are completely right. It's my bad. Okay. The next match would be Groggy, quote unquote, aka Captain Bladebeard, against Brianna. My bad. Put you on screen in a little bit. Here's shiny Captain Bladebeard. There's Brianna, and the final match will be Mulgoon versus the big one. As I put them on screen. So these are the brackets. Yeah, you can see who. But if you beat George, you'll be fighting either Krenna or Basalt Brew. Bladebeard, if you beat Brianna, you'll be fighting either Mulgoon or the big one. And then after that, the finals. Make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The announcer will say, now, people of Stormwind and Ironforge. Before the tournament itself begins, I would very much to introduce our sponsor for today. Honored competitors, please return to your seats, and fearsome sponsors, please return to your VIP lounges. And Bladebeard and Buhd, you would be pretty much led back to the entrance to the arena to go back to your quote-unquote locker rooms, if that makes sense.
All right.
Sure.
I told you getting on that VIP membership is a good idea, Benjamin.
Well, glad we did that then.
Okay. Bladebeard and Buhd, you go without like any complaint or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This screen might get a little crowded. Okay. Give me a hot second. Right. After the arena has cleared and the crowd has quieted down their cheering, the voice on the announcer will say, now, Introducing our sponsor, straight from an undisclosed location in Netherstorm. Please welcome to Stormwind, Nexus Lord Teeironor. And, suddenly, very flashily, someone will pretty much teleport into the middle of the arena. Someone very familiar to you guys, I should mention, that I will put on screen once I remember where the hell I put him. Which might take me a second. You guys remember who Nexus Lord Teeironor is, I'm guessing.
Yes, he was the one from Buhd, right?
Yeah, the mummy.
The very
Ethereal.
The one who partnered with the demons, right?
The very same.
Yeah, I
This
believe we
couldn't get
did.
any worse.
It's that bastard from Stranglethorn.
Here he is, lovely as usual. Okay. He teleports into the middle of the arena and raises his hands to the people of Stormwind as if he's basking in their adulation. The people aren't clapping very much. They mostly seem kind of confused. And the Nexus Lord speaks up. Good people of Stormwind, thank you for this opportunity to sponsor the illustrious Brawlers Guild. Now, before the fight you very much are expecting today, the reason I have sponsored such a tournament is that me and my colleagues are looking for ferocious fighters ourselves, and the winner of this tournament shall be offered a illustrious position in our consortium. Now, you might be wondering, what's this consortium all about? How does this impact us? Well, I'm very glad you asked. I've cooperated with the army of Stormwind and have to offer a demonstration for you, good people. Please welcome two competitors that will fight to prove their worth in the arena. The first one is a ferocious horde captain. Please welcome Sartusa, a human eater. Yes, and you see from the entrance of the arena, this lady is shoved out. And she stumbles out and sees the crowd and barks out something in Orcish. Lyri, do you understand Orcish?
God, we've mentioned this before. I don't think she understands it well if she does, so probably no.
Okay. Bladebeard and Buhd would also hear this. Bladebeard, you don't speak Orcish, correct?
No.
Okay. Buhd, you would hear a female orc voice, and Lyri would kind of understand that she's saying, "Fine then, I'll give you a show, foul humans." And the Nexus Lord says, "And now one of our subjects that has been so generously donated by the Stormwind army that will show the worth of our products. Please welcome Subject 7." And this thing will walk into the arena. And I think you will understand why in the pre-show I mentioned how difficult it is to give these guys a good look.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. And for those who this thing is walking very robotically. It does not impress the crowds of Stormwind in any way, shape or form. It looks kind of ridiculous. Yeah, the orc lady is still looking around triumphantly, and then she sees this person, and to those who would understand Orcish, you would hear her say, "Brother, what's happened to you?" And the male orc would not respond, instead would sort of robotically walk to stand next to the Nexus Lord. The female orc would yell out, "Brother, what's wrong with you? Answer me!" And the male orc would say in a very robotic and gnarly voice, awaiting directive, and the Nexus Lord would like clap his hands, and he would like you'd see him teleport to the VIP lounge as he leaves room for these two to fight. Now above board.
Oh, thank God we left the VIP room.
Would have been a death trap.
Above board, would anyone intervene in this match, or would you allow it to take place?
Would anyone intervene?
Sorry?
What do you mean? Do you mean me and Benjamin or
anyone? Because Bladebeard and Buhd also heard this, and Buhd, you would also hear like the panic shouting of an orc woman saying, "Brother, what's wrong with you?"
Buhd wouldn't intervene, but he is disturbed.
To think the Stormwind army would swoop down to this level.
It's rather grisly, isn't it?
Well,
I mean, not the act
once in my
itself,
life.
the fact they're trying to make money off this seems...
Well, for once in my life, I'm glad I left
Stormwind?
the army.
You in the army? Oh, yeah, you were talking about this with, yeah, the woman.
Yeah, right, I was.
And also,
What?
Right, never mind.
Why did you leave the army? But, I mean... Yeah, never mind. We should just follow the match, yeah.
Right, maybe we can talk about this when, well, everything calms down.
Mm-hmm.
Above board, the reason I asked if anyone would be intervening in the match was because if nobody would be intervening, I would just be like simplifying everything. I wouldn't like roll for these two.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah. Basically what happens, the orc woman manages to get over her initial shock and like starts battling this creature, for lack of a better term, all the while yelling out, "Brother, snap out of it! Brother, what's wrong with you?" The orc, despite he has very awkward movements, but when he does like move to block or evade, you like blink and he's already there. He moves with astonishing speed, drawing gasps from the audience. And again, above board, Benjamin and Lyri are seeing this. Bladebeard and Buhd are hearing it. Yeah, and eventually, the orc lady would grow in rage and would say something to the likes of, "I'll liberate you from your fate." But eventually, she would very clearly lose as the creature, for lack of a better term, like catches her off guard at one point and decapitates her with one blow.
Oh my god, Jesus! They kill people in here?
To think this is happening beneath the Stormwind, what is this?
Yeah, but it also means... Never mind. We'll worry about that later.
The crowd is like gasping in surprise, and some of them some of them sound unsettled, some of them sound impressed. The Nexus Lord teleports back into the arena and says, "What a glorious future! What a glorious future indeed! Now, with the proud help of the Brawlers Guild, and obviously with the agreement of whomever shall win this tournament and their willing cooperation, of course, willing, again, we can create further enhanced warriors like these. This, dear friends, is the future of the Stormwind army." And he does not get like the round of applause he was expecting. So he just like looks around and says, "Well then, let the tournament begin, I suppose. And he and this creature would teleport to the VIP lounge.
Thank God we didn't stay in there.
Okay. The announcer would yell out, "Thank you, Lexus Lord Teeironor. Our first match, a ferocious ogre versus a stalwart veteran of Stormguard. Now, leaving your sympathies aside, please feel free to bet on who you think shall win this match. Please welcome Captain Eviscerator and George Aaronson." And the crowd begins applauding because Buhd and George both left good impressions on the crowd, so they're recovering from their shock and awkwardness with the display of the ethereal. But Lady Whitley is there and says, "That's you, get going."
Alright, Buhd would go on out then.
Bladebeard, Lyri, Benjamin, do you do or say anything? Do let me know.
I would actually like to do something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell the Krena and the senator woman, "Oh yeah, I need to go to pee. I'll be right back. All right."
What? Right now? This match could be over in seconds.
Don't worry about it. I'll be right back, and I'll leave, I guess.
Okay, they won't stop you.
And I would like to find my way towards the crowd of people that are watching.
You would have to. You didn't see many side passages. Actually, you saw side passages, but you would presume that they lead to the other quote-unquote locker rooms. So you would have to make your way out and then back in.
Oh, that's interesting. That could be useful. Oh boy, now I have a different plan. And doesn't matter. I'll try to make. I'll try to find a way towards the crowd.
Okay.
Can I?
Yeah. Eventually, you would reach some guards who notice you and say, "Mr. Groggy, what are you doing here?"
I just nature calls. I'll be right back. I know I'm the next fight is mine, but don't worry, I'll be right back.
They look at each other, but they obviously can't stop you. So yeah.
Of course.
Do remember that if you're not here when the fight starts, it's a forfeit.
Yeah. Of course. Don't worry about it.
I've got good money on you.
Yeah. And you're gonna get that money.
Where to?
I would like to get to the crowd.
You successfully do so.
All right. I'll stay there for now.
Sure. So, Buhd, do you enter the arena?
Yeah.
Okay. You walk out, and George Aaronson walks out at the same time as you do, and he looks and gives you a quote-unquote stink eye, so to say. And when you reach the center of the arena, says, "Good people of Stormwind, we've had plenty of ogres to kill in the Highlands. Fear not, I shall dispatch this foul beast momentarily."
I'm gonna win and do good.
He chuckles. Okay, let me see what this guy's quick is. You guys actually have the same quick, so Buhd would go first. The announcer would say, "Let the battle begin."
Alright, Buhd would give the guy a thumbs up and then charge forward with his sword in hand and go to slash him.
He will try to block you. Give me your forceful. Okay. He blocks so much he gains an advantage. Yeah. For his turn, I'll just keep the advantage in mind. He will try to stab at you back with his sword.
Alright, Bud would try to parry that, I guess.
Give me your own forceful. Okay, he's actually going to spend the advantage that I haven't even typed in yet, which was going to be off-footed ogre, to deal 2 more damage to you, so he would deal 5 damage to you.
Oh no.
Unless you have fate points to spend. But otherwise, how would you
I
play
don't-
so? Go ahead.
I think that it would have, let's see. It's been a while since we've had a fight. Would that be like a level 2 and 3 stress?
Well, you can't take multiple stresses at once.
Oh, okay.
So it would have to be a
Alright.
stress and a consequence, or just a consequence.
Alright, so it would have to be a level 3 stress and 2 consequence then?
Yeah. Unless you
Okay.
want to mitigate it with fate points, which is up to you entirely.
I feel like I should save the save point for a fight for
Sure.
yeah, I'm gonna save my save point, my fate point there.
Okay. Your level 2 consequence will be he just slashed you with his sword. Slash wound, I guess. And then like other people this would be like a big wound, but you're a big fucking ogre, so it barely matters. Okay, so basically what happens, you try to charge him, he parries you, and he like with his force like thrusts your weapon aside and brings it up to slash you, and you tumble backwards.
Alright, can I give a look at him, like, to see any advantages?
It is your turn, so again, just as a reminder, you have the option of attacking directly, or the option of looking at this guy's aspects, or trying to create an advantage of your own.
I would like to look at his aspects.
Okay. Okay. I will mention that he has the same aspects as Brianna Edwards. So you would already know his high concept, but DoomGoblin would have to agree to pass it on to you if he agrees.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so you would already know about George Anderson, his high concept that he is an elite Stormguard veteran. You can learn his trouble or his tertiary aspect, but I'll require a careful roll from you, Bud, if that's still what you want to do.
Alright. We'll roll a careful.
Give me your careful.
Oh, -1. Oh, no. Fate point to reroll that.
Well, I mean, there's no negative thing for...
Oh, there's no negative?
Yeah.
Well, but I don't gain anything, do I?
Nope. It would be...
That's why I want to use it, because I don't want my turn to be useless. Because I want to learn about it.
Up to you.
Alright,
So-
I will use a fate point to
What are you
reroll.
invoking?
I will use former warlord again,
How would that help you?
because he probably fought some humans in his heyday as a warlord.
Sure. Give me... yeah, I'll take it. Do you improve your roll or do you reroll?
Reroll.
Give me a reroll.
Oh, that's better.
Not quite there. It was the same difficulty as it was for Bladebeard. 2 for tertiary,
Right.
6 for trouble.
Dang. I don't want to use another fate point, because that would, I only have 3 left.
For his turn,
One thing, TM.
yes,
Can I, aid Buhd during
have
his
to-
fight?
yes, but specifically, this applies to Benjamin and Lyri as well. You guys can aid Buhd, obviously, but if you're trying to assist his roll, you have to say so before the roll. If you're trying to do,
No,
if you're trying
not
to
like
do,
that.
yeah, if you're trying
I
to,
wanna
yeah,
have,
Yeah.
I wanna have a turn in this fight,
sure.
basically.
In that case, you will go after George does.
All right.
Even though like we're not fighting, could me and Benjamin also be in the turn order just so like we can scope out the arena in case Buhd gets in trouble and needs to
But
get out.
above board. Of course, you can be in the turn order, and you can even help Buhd in whatever way. But at the moment, since currently it's a one-on-one fight, so it's just one player, George Aronson only has 1 fate point. If Bladebeard assists Buhd, he'll have 2 because it's 2 players. If Benjamin and Lyri also assist Buhd, he'll have 4 because 4 players. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll leave it up to Skoll.
I don't mind an assistance. Yeah, this guy seems kind of tough.
Okay.
Okay. So George will have 2 fate points from now, and the initiative order will be Bladebeard, Buhd, George. But at the moment, it's George's turn. Okay. You, Benjamin and Lyri, I'll also put you in my mental initiative order. But if you're assisting Buhd, again, George will gain fate points. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, George, for his turn, having driven you back, Buhd, will stop to gloat. Okay? He will try to create a flashy advantage.
He's just gonna gloat.
I rolled the wrong thing, because he doesn't have a flashy of 6. Okay. He tries to gloat. He says, "See, citizens of Stormwind, a petty ogre fallen at my heels." But he doesn't roll high enough, and as Buhd stands back up, his attempt to impress the audience fails. And he once again resumes his fighting stance. Benjamin and Bladebeard, it's your turns because you guys have the same quick.
All right. I would like to try to, or Benjamin, do you have anything to do?
No, not really for now.
Let's say for now, I'm gonna try to learn more of his aspects.
This would count as assisting Buhd, aka giving George another fate point.
Yeah, Skoll agreed to it, right?
Sure, I'm just informing you. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a careful. 2 for tertiary, 6 for trouble.
Nothing.
It's a big, strong man.
All right.
Lyri's turn.
He's getting his ass kicked. Let me have a look. Lyri kind of tries to get like a good look at the arena and seeing like if there's any like routes that Buhd can escape if he's about to be, killed.
No, pretty much. You don't even need to roll because it's like a steep arena. He would have to like climb the walls to get out.
I just want to point out that in game, the floor is very like not super thick, and there is like a big gap under it. So that's something.
Sure.
You see, there are like gappy areas like
Right.
here, and there are like iron bars over them.
Sure.
Is that the way it is in our universe as well?
Yeah. I don't want to like contradict the Lord. It's just that.
Also, there is a huge fucking fan under it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Sure.
I mean, it's probably not a good escape route with a big
Yeah.
fan under it. Yeah.
Now, Lyri, Zelris. So at first glance, there isn't like an escape route unless he like tries to climb the walls. You can like use your turn to like create an advantage that Buhd can use if he's escaping, but I would count that as participating in the fight, thus giving George another fate point.
Sure. I'll do that.
Okay. So give me careful difficulty 4 to see if you can figure out, or unless you have something else in mind. Do you have something in mind for helping Buhd if he decides to try to escape?
No.
Then I guess give me a careful difficulty 4. Big arena.
Awesome.
Okay. But George does have 3 fate points at this point. Okay. Bud's turn. Also,
To use the cannon now or not to use the cannon?
we're also approaching the end of the session.
I'm gonna use the cannon.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. You're using the cannon. I'm going to have you roll quick this time, but you'll get a big bonus because he will like try to dodge, and like it's a question of getting the cannon ready in time before he like gets to you and like tries to like stop you or something. Okay.
All right.
So give me a quick. You will gain a bonus of +8, I guess. And I'll oppose with his quick. Okay.
All right.
So you deal 7 damage to him. Okay. He'll take his level 1 stress and his level 6 consequence. Do you have anything in mind for his level 6 consequence? Like a maiming injury, basically.
I don't think I have any ideas in terms of like what his thing should be. But
Well, what do you like blow off, let's say? That would still allow him to continue fighting.
I'd say his either probably like shoulder area.
Sure. Destroyed shoulder, I don't know. Yeah. You fire your cannon at this fellow and like blow him back. And once the smoke clears, you hear his shouts of pain as he's clutching at his shoulder painfully. You've clearly left a permanent injury on him, but he looks at you with absolute rage. He hasn't given up the fight yet.
Yeah.
The crowd gasps in surprise, and some of them begin cheering for you. They were cheering for the guy until now because you're a filthy ogre and he's a Stormguard veteran.
The tables have turned.
Yeah. His turn. He will make a lunge at you.
All right. Buhd will try to use the same cannon that he just fired with to use as a shield as he typically does.
Give me your forceful. Ooh, you succeed with style, so you get an advantage. What would you like your advantage to be called?
A champion rises, I guess. That sounds kind of neat.
Sure. He's clearly not at his best after you just blew part of his shoulder off. Okay. Benjamin and Bladebeard, your turns.
I already failed at learning his aspects. I don't know, should I try something else?
Also, keep in mind that he has the same aspects as your opponent.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'll try that again.
Okay, give me your careful.
2, so
Enough.
he's tertiary.
He is ready for action. And you get a free invoke on that, which you can pass on to Buhd as well.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I don't know how useful it will be, but you have it.
If Skoll can find a way to justify it, to justify using it, yeah. And also type that for Brianna Edwards as well. Benjamin.
I guess I'll try to go ahead as well and try to scope out the aspects.
Which would mean that you would be participating in the fight, thus giving George another fate point. Fair warning.
Oh, okay. How many does he have?
3 at this point, because Lyri and Bladebeard have also helped Buhd.
Okay, I'll refrain for now then.
Okay. You can also do something else unrelated to the fight.
Nothing comes to mind really.
Sure. Lyri?
Lyri sits back in her chair and kind of seeing that Buhd has done a big hit. She kind of leans back and closes her eyes and just kind of waits for the battle to be over. She thinks it's like done.
Okay. Buhd, your turn.
Buhd will go to punch him harshly in the face.
Okay. He will try to dodge you. Give me your forceful. You deal 1 damage to him, so his level 2 stress. You punch him and knock him back a little. He will use that opportunity to swipe at you with his sword. How do you defend yourself?
Buhd will try to slam his cannon again.
Give me your forceful. Wow. Okay. That's a very fucking good roll. He's going to use your consequence, the slash wound, to deal 3 damage to you.
Wait.
Do you take the 3 damage or do you mitigate it?
I mitigate it down to 2 damage by using a fate point.
Well, no, it will be 1 because you mitigated by 2. So at the moment it's 3. If you would mitigate it, it will be 2. It will be 1. My bad.
All right, I will mitigate it then.
What are you using to mitigate it? You have his aspects, advantages, as well as your fate points.
Heavy weapons expert.
Sure, makes sense to me. He will spend 1 of his fate points on Elite Stormguard Veteran to deal the 3 damage to you.
Oof. Okay. All right. So let's see. I think that would be.
Well, if you want to, again, you still have the option of mitigating it, either with your fate points, or his aspects, or the advantages. Yeah.
What was his aspects again?
Elite Stormguard Veteran, and ready for action. You also have the level 6 consequence you inflicted on him, and the advantage a champion rises that you got.
How much would the champion rises help?
Same as if as spending the fate point did, so improving your roll by +2. So 1 damage instead of 3.
I guess I'll use that then.
Okay. Okay. He will spend another fate point on ready for action. It would really be to his advantage to deal 3 damage to you, because you already have your level 3 stress.
Will Skoll get the fate points back at the end of the session?
Oh yeah, of course. Well, unless
Okay.
unless the combat isn't over by then, which I think it will be over.
Okay.
Alright, I might have to use another fate point then.
You still have his aspects and his consequence as well if you want, in addition to your fate points.
I think I will use the consequence then.
Okay. But he's going to use the fact that you are distracted from your decaying wound. Remember that. To deal 3 damage to you. Again, it would really be to his advantage, so that's why I'm investing so much in it. But above board, that's the last investment I'll make, because I cannot use his trouble for this.
Keep going or should I not go? Because like, how much health does Buhd have left?
Well,
Or how many hits can he take?
if he will deal 3 damage to you, you would have to take your level 4 consequence.
Okay.
If it's only 1 damage, it'll probably be your level 1 stress, which will
Right,
go
but
away at the end of the fight.
How much does Buhd have left?
You have your
I'm
level
asking.
1 stress, your level 2 stress, level 4 consequence, and level 6 consequence. You're still good for a little bit. It's just that for him, this 3 damage will deal much more damage to you than the 1 damage would. The 3 damage that he would deal would also like carry on to your like next fight, pretty much, is the thing.
All right, I'm going to use one of Bud's aspects then.
Which
Pirate Captain.
Okay, the only one you haven't used actually. So yeah, he deals 1 damage to you, dealing your level 1 stress, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, it's Benjamin and Bladebeard's turns.
I was thinking of maybe like distracting him somehow.
That would be flashy with your stunt applying.
Yeah. Sure, I'll try that. I'm gonna moon him. I'm gonna expose my buttocks, and I'm gonna be like, "Oi, Sir Fancy Pants, look at me!"
Okay. Will you treat this as an attack or creating an advantage?
I mean, wait, let me see. Would it be good to be an attack?
He has taken
I
his
should-
level 1 and 2 stress and his level 6 consequence.
And his level 6 consequences
Has been used. Yeah.
yeah. Sure, I'll what would he be defending with? I guess forceful, so that's not good. I don't know. I'll create an advantage.
Okay. Give me your flashy difficulty 4. Your stunt would apply.
6, huh?
6.
Oh, nice. So, not quite enough to get 2 charges, but still pretty good. What would you like the advantage to be called?
I don't know. Distracted.
Sure. Yeah.
Should there be something funny? Sure, just distracted. I'm blanking.
Sure. You have this advantage, and you can pass it on to Buhd or anyone else if you so choose.
Yeah. You're free to use its call.
I read.
He would glance at you and say, "By the light, you're a paladin, Groggy." And the
Does he recognize who's doing that?
Actually, let's see.
Sure.
Let's see. I'll roll careful. If he matches, he recognizes. Okay.
All right.
You have a very, very distinct butt.
He does not.
But I'm not
recognize.
groggy. He doesn't?
He doesn't.
Alright.
He says, "Foul dwarf," and returns to the fight. Yeah.
And
To
then I'll...
Lyri and Benjamin would also see, quote unquote, Groggy mooning the guy.
Wait, do we notice his Bladebeard?
Does he have a butt tattoo?
No,
Oh.
but you will notice that the and this is
It
the
looks just like Bladebeard's butt.
You will notice, and this is why Krena was laughing at you earlier, Bladebeard. You will notice that the hair on his back is trimmed in the shape of a penis.
Oh, nice.
Bladebeard's back.
Oh
Yes.
god.
Oh no.
That was a wild night, wasn't it?
Amazing.
But
Also, that's even more distracting.
I mean, he does from that angle. He doesn't see your back. But sure.
Oh, sure. All right.
Yeah. Benjamin, it's your turn. You do see good old Bladebeard and the mark on his back.
I honestly don't know how to react. I'm just kind of stunned and mainly somewhat disgusted, I guess.
Benjamin, is that Bladebeard?
I'm not sure.
Your turn, Benjamin.
I'll keep vibing for this turn.
You keep what? Sorry.
Vibing.
Ah, okay. Sure. Lyri,
Come on, you can try to discover aspects.
it would give George another fate point if he does.
Oh, so Benjamin is still not in the fight.
He still hasn't, yeah.
Oh, all right then.
Yeah.
Lyri?
Oh yeah, of course. Lyri will, I guess. Yeah, she'll shoot at them.
Okay. Buhd.
Yes.
Sorry? You cut out.
I just heard Buhd.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh. Buhd will, while he is distracted, will go to whack his cannon against the back of the guy using Bladebeard's advantage.
Well, let's see what you roll first to see if you need to use it. Give me your forceful, and I'll oppose with his careful. So you would deal 2 damage at this point. Do you want to use the advantage to deal more damage or not?
Yes.
Okay, so you would use Bladebeard's Distracted to inflict his level 4 consequence. What would you like it to be called?
Distracted by the duo.
Well, a level 4 is a pretty severe thing.
Fractured spine. I don't know.
Not to that point. That was more like a level 6 consequence.
Back pain.
Sure. Yeah, that
There we
works. That works. Okay, he's not looking good. He will roar out like almost ferally. He will clearly enrage this guy as he will try to swipe at you with his sword. How do you defend yourself, Buhd?
Buhd will try to smack his cannon against that sword hand.
Give me a forceful.
Wait.
Ooh.
How do you take 4 points of damage? Well, I guess you only have the option of taking a level 4 consequence.
Ooh, but I mean, you could do a level 2 stress. Ooh.
Well, he would still have to take the level 4 consequence, because it's 4 damage.
I mean, if you use the fate point, then.
Oh,
it's
right.
2,
My bad.
And then all the
Do I
stress
use
is
a-
in the fate points.
Do I
come
want to
back
use
in
my...
window.
I don't think I want to use my last fate point. I will take that consequence.
Okay.
Ooh. I would have gambled.
I am not gambling. Because if I don't have a fate point, then I could get
Compelled.
you know...
Yeah.
I can get compelled.
Yeah, that was sucked.
Are you... is that what you were planning? I hate you.
No.
I don't trust...
Also keep in mind that you have his aspects and his level 4 consequence to use if you'd like, to mitigate it.
Would that... I guess that could work. I guess I'll use back pain.
Sure, to deal only 2 damage. Okay. Will he double down? Yeah, he will. He's pretty enraged at this point. He will spend his last fate point, unless Benjamin intervenes, in which case he'll get more fate points, to improve his roll, invoking Elite Stormguard Veteran to deal 4 damage to you.
Does he have anything else I can use against him?
Your fate point and his 2... whatchamacallit? Sorry, his 2 aspects that he has as a character. His 2 aspects you can use for free, but you would have to justify how they would help you.
So what is his aspects?
Elite Stormguard Veteran and Ready for Action.
I use ready for action. Trying to think, like,
Yeah.
how do, like, they're nice aspects. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how would I use that?
Again, the attack itself was that he like lost his composure and he like attacked you almost like a caged animal.
Okay, so he no longer is looking like a Stormwind, not Stormwind, a Stormguard veteran then. So I could use that.
Sure, yeah, that works.
So he's acting unprofessionally. He's going by rage and anger and feelings, but can use that to his advantage. That's what I'll use then.
Yeah, it works. He will deal 2 damage to you. I'm guessing you're level 2 stress, correct?
Yeah.
Sure.
That's funny because that's exactly what I was thinking of before you even mentioned it. I'm trying to think of something.
Yeah. Above board, George is out of fate points unless Benjamin intervenes in the fight, in which case he'll get 1 more fate point. So I am obligated to accept any compels.
I know. I was thinking of something, but
That was George's turn. Now Benjamin and Bladebeard's turn.
I'll continue with Mooning.
Give me another flashy difficulty 4 with your stunt applying.
That's 3, right?
Correct.
I can't really use anything. Right? No.
You
Nope.
can. I don't know. What are you asking specifically?
If he has any like consequences, but they are all used.
You can.
And ready for action.
You can. How should I say this? Just because the free invoke is used, you can also use them again if you spend fate points.
But I don't wanna use fate points. Actually, sure. I'll use my fate point to invoke. I don't know. Back pain. I don't know how would that help.
Yeah, how would that help?
Yeah.
You also have your own aspects, obviously. And you can also use a champion rises or distracted, but you have to invest fate points in to use them. So yes, that does mean you can spend a fate point on distracted to basically give a free invoke to Buhd, which is convoluted, but it's technically legal, so to say.
Sure, if it's legal, I'll do that.
Sure. And I'm guessing you pass on the advantage to Buhd again, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And sure, let's just leave it at distracted, right?
That's the term for it, yeah, unless you want to create a new one, which you can.
I was thinking maybe Bladebeard got back.
Sure.
As in the song
Works.
Baby Got Back.
Yeah, we got it. We got it.
I thought of that, and I think that's funny.
Sure, I'll make the aspect. While I type that in, it's Benjamin's turn.
Yeah, I'm afraid I can't really do anything to help out at the moment, so guess I'm gonna pass again.
Sure thing. Lyri.
nah, she won't do anything.
Okay. Buhd.
Alright, Buhd will try to pick up Mr. Stormguard Man and throw him.
That sounds like a forceful to me. Please roll. He outmuscles you, and with that gains an advantage because he succeeded with style. Mighty as an ogre, I'll call it.
I take it using Bladebeard's advantage wouldn't help either.
You can use it to negate the fact that he would get an advantage, but it wouldn't help you in dealing damage.
I will use that to negate that advantage then.
Sure. Very well. Probably the safer move, I suppose. On his turn, you didn't manage to grab him. He will attempt to punch you in the face.
Great.
How do you resist that?
Buhd will try to catch it.
Give me a forceful.
Oh god.
How do you take 3 damage?
What do I got left?
It will be your level 4 consequence.
Okay.
You don't want to mitigate it?
Well, do I have anything else I could use?
Your fate point and his ready for action. You have a free invoke on that.
Can't see the ready for action. I can't find a way to use that. I really can't.
Sure.
He seems still pretty ready for action is the problem. Maybe if he was like limping and broken or something, but...
You destroyed his shoulder, but yeah.
Yeah, but he's still raring to go.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll just take that consequence then.
Okay. Broken nose, I'll call it. How's that?
Alright.
Okay.
Ugh.
One more hit and you're out, bud, by the way.
Oh no.
Benjamin and Bladebeard's turn.
What about the George?
He
How-
he still has his level 3 stress and his level 2 consequence. So technically he's doing better. But not
5
by much.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or actually 4.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
I could do something crazy, like throwing a dagger at him. Very risky. And probably would be like, people would know this, and it would be, it wouldn't be counted as a fair fight. Oh boy. If only I had those, like, what trolls have, like those pipes that shoot.
A blow dart.
Yeah, ball dart, yeah. If only I had that. But besides a dagger, or a gun, I don't really.
Oh, you're a gun, yeah. If only.
I could attack him and then hide, I guess. But still.
If you attack him, indeed, I will require a sneaky roll opposed by some carefuls.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Bladebeard, what are you getting yourself into?
What should I do? What do you say, Skoll? Do you need help?
I'm down to 1 health, so, Take that with what you will.
mean,
I'm pretty...
You could always surrender,
Yeah.
I don't think Buhd is gonna surrender in this one.
Are you sure?
No. He's got a lot riding on this right now.
Ooh.
I don't know. What should I do?
This is the Buhd conundrum, as per usual, left with 1 health.
It happens way too often.
I mean, Buhd is the non-surrendering type.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna continue with Bladebeard got back.
Give
And
me,
try. Yeah.
Give me a flashy with your stunt applying difficulty 4.
4.
So are you recharging Bladebeard's God pack?
Yeah, I haven't thought of a better name yet. So
I mean, it's
Sure.
a good one.
yeah.
Sure. And you can pass that on to Buhd if you so choose.
I will not.
Okay?
Just kidding. Yeah, sure. That's why I'm creating it.
Sure. Benjamin, if you join the fight, okay, to against if you do something that would prove to George's disadvantage, he will get an extra fate point. Quick reminder.
Right.
Ooh, you gotta really weigh up the options.
Yeah.
But at the moment, he is out of fate points if you find a way to compel him.
Okay. Tell me if this is possible, because this may be a bit risky. I want to compel Buhd.
Sure.
I want to compel this former warlord. So essentially, I want him to not give up the fight because of his, warlord origins. He's not gonna back down.
Mm-hmm.
So that will give him a fate point, hopefully, and maybe
Yes.
switch things. Yeah, that's my idea.
It is like legal in terms of the game mechanics. It's just up to Buhd if he accepts or not.
Yeah. Sure.
I do.
Okay. The compel, at least as far as I'm understanding it, Thompshire, feel free to correct me, is that Buhd will not surrender.
Yeah, essentially.
Skoll, do you accept?
Yes.
Okay. Here is another shiny fate point. You now have 2, and Benjamin has 1 less. Okay. It's still your turn, Benjamin. Compels happen whenever.
Yeah, I'll pass it again.
Up to you. Lyri?
Lyri will watch with bated breath but not do anything.
Okay. This is like, I don't know how many like samurai movies or anime you guys have watched, but this is like the deciding moment where like the two of them will clash and like one of them will probably drop dead, because both of you are not looking good. But Buhd gets the first blow. Buhd?
Come on. 4 damage. Just 4 damage.
I got my fate point.
Yeah.
Um,
and my ass.
But he has your consequence.
True. Alright, Buhd will rush forward and move to slam his cannon at the guy's waist.
I actually thought you were going to do the samurai thing I mentioned, but sure. Yeah. You try to smash his cannon into his waist. He would probably, keeping things fair, he would probably try to block that with his like brute strength. So give me your forceful. Tie. Tie means you get an advantage. Unless you want to spend fate points or...
I will use a fate point.
What are you invoking?
Former warlord.
Sure. That would deal 2 damage to him, not enough to kill him.
Use more.
Use more.
Yeah.
He's gonna die. He's gonna die. There's no like.
How much does he have left? Because I don't.
2 more. Yes, 2 more. 1 fate point will kill him.
Okay, I'll use it.
I think you won.
What are you invoking, Buhd?
I will be using heavy weapons expert.
Sure. But because this guy has no other option, he will use your broken nose to improve the roll by 2. So you don't defeat him.
I knew this would happen.
Bladebeard's ass. Or back.
Bladebeard's ass too.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you.
Describe to us and to the audience how you defeat this guy and if you kill him.
Buhd will rush over and slam his cannon at the guy's waist, sending him flying on the ground, probably breaking a lot of bones. but Buhd does not kill him.
I will compel Buhd, former warlord, to kill him and eat him.
Buhd is obligated to accept.
Seriously,
Buhd is obligated to accept.
I hate you. Buhd,
Okay, so
I guess,
it
kills the guy
well,
and eats him.
Let's see, cause I think let's take it one step at a time. You knock this guy back. The announcer begins yelling out, "What an upset, everyone! The ferocious Captain Eviscerator has..." And what does Buhd do?
He finishes him off and then takes
How?
one of his arms.
How?
I guess he walks over and
Wait, just a second.
Okay.
What's the compel, Zelris? Does he kill him by accident or actually, like, does it,
As long as he kills him and eats him, I don't really care how he dies.
so it can be an accident.
Yeah, just eats him as like a bonus.
Alright. It will be an accident, and one of his fingers will fall over, and Buhd will pick it up and snack on it like a french fry.
Zelris has to agree to that interpretation.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Dinya, the announcer would yell out, "What an upset, everyone! The ferocious Captain Eviscerator has defeated the Honorable George Aaronson!" And the crowd breaks out in cheers. And someone says, and the announcer will say, "Now, George Aaronson, please get up and leave the arena at your earliest convenience." George? Uh-oh.
Oops.
Yeah. What does Buhd do?
Buhd raises his fist in the air because he won. He figures it's appropriate. He figures it's fine. He doesn't know that he killed him, to be fair.
The announcer says, "Well, these accidents happen, everyone. A round of applause for Captain Eviscerator." And you get some applause, but a lot of people are like staring in horror because you killed the like crowd favorite. Now, Captain Eviscerator, please, if you're in your right mind, vacate the arena.
Yeah, but Buhd would exit while he snacks on the finger quietly.
Oh dear. Gasps from the audience.
As everyone is gasping, I would like to compel myself and steal something from someone.
Okay.
I'm compelling professional kleptomaniac.
I figured, but what are you aiming to steal?
How about the hat of a gnome that Lyri tried to steal?
Sure, give me a sneaky and I'll oppose.
Sure. 4, or actually 6.
Yeah, you steal it and the gnome doesn't even notice.
Alright, so I get a fate point.
You do.
Great.
But yeah. Now, I imagine we'll be starting the next combat in our next session. So anything else before we close out on this session?
I don't think so.
Was the finger tasty?
Can't believe you had Buhd do that. Actually, I can, because you do that stuff all the time.
Does Buhd vacate the arena, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. The announcer was genuinely worried if you've like gone too far to the savage or ogre side or whatever.
Thankfully, I was allowed to make it an accident, and he was just hungry. So.
Well, enjoy your snack, Buhd.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
Sure.
I show mercy.
Okay. Again, anything else before we end the session?
No.
Nope.
Okay. Then that is the end of today's session. Once I find the appropriate... Oh yeah, there it is. that's the screen. My bad, everyone, to the viewers watching. So, thoughts on today's session?
Fun.
We
This
finally got the Buhd in the arena fight.
It's the tournament arc.
Yeah, it's the tournament arc.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
it's good to have you back, Skoll.
Yeah, we're all together again in a way.
Genuinely curious if like Thompshire, Zelris, or DoomGoblin have like any plans on like rescuing Buhd or anything.
Yeah. If Buhd was gonna die, I was gonna try and hop in and help him out a little bit.
Bladebeard has a very stupid plan for which he has to win this tournament and probably beat Buhd. So yeah.
Sure. Do you remember what the prize is though?
Is there also like a money prize besides the becoming a mutant?
You wouldn't know that.
God damn it. So they are all fighting to become cyborgs? That's kind of dumb.
I don't know if they know that.
All right, we're gonna have 4-armed Buhd. He's gonna be General Grievous. Let's go.
It's optional, I believe they said.
I mean, that's what he said, but we'll see how optional it is. But yeah. Yeah. So, first round of the tournament over. Honestly, was pretty close. George had very slightly better stats than Buhd, but you guys helping also helped Buhd, although it did give George fate points. So, teamwork, it's important, even in these situations.
Yeah. I don't think Buhd would have done it without the guys, without everyone. So
I just hope that Benjamin shows his ass during my fight. He's really
No, I can't reveal my ass tattoo to everyone.
But yeah, I wasn't expecting you to actually drop your pants so soon. I'm glad I could reveal that.
always expect Bladebeard to drop his pants. Always.
Duly noted. What can I say? Duly noted. Yeah. This session was fun. Lots of plot. And what are your guys' thoughts? Not just on like the fight itself, but also like everything else that happened.
I mean, the Ethereal's appearance really surprised me. So yeah,
Did it surprise you, or did it not?
it did surprise me.
Okay. At least there's that. I had the Epherios be a sponsor of this tournament. I planned this from like the Booty Bay fight, honestly.
Whoa.
So there you go. And yeah. Of the other fights, I don't know who will win between Krenna or Basalt Brew, but between Mulgoon and the big one, my money is on the big one, but I'm sorry.
We'll see. We can also aid, just like we did with Buhd.
Sure, but I will mention, since it will be these will be fights between NPCs, the same rules will apply as with the fight between the Orc Core Crown Lady and her former brother. In that, if the players decide not to intervene, I'll just like speed run it to save time. Okay?
Yeah, but that means that they, correct me if I'm wrong, that means that they won't get any consequences during their fights.
Also true.
So that's bad for us.
Risk reward. What can I say?
Yeah, I would definitely intervene if it means that Gorilla will get wounded.
You don't want to fight the big one, I'm guessing.
Or any enemy. I think it's easier to fight already hurt bad guy than, or contestant than
Mhm.
just an NPC that just spawned, right?
Sure. Yeah. Definitely so. And the same rules for consequences apply to NPCs as well. You like notice on the screen that we still have like a bunch of NPCs with like level 6 consequences that you guys inflicted back in season 1, which haven't healed yet. So there you go. So same rules apply to them as well. But I'm genuinely looking forward to seeing what you guys are planning as well, because the tournament will probably proceed as usual unless something happens, I suppose.
Cool.
Okay. Any other thoughts for our viewers before we go into our shoutouts?
I don't think so.
Nope.
No.
Okay. Well, dear viewers, as usual, thank you very much for watching and listening to us. I've rolled some dice in the background, and I think I rolled them wrong, but I'll take the actual order that they came up in. So, I rolled the dice in the background to see which of these lovely people should talk about themselves and promote themselves first, and the dice have decided that Zelris should go ahead and talk about herself first. Could you please go ahead?
Sure. I make WoW stuff sometimes, and some people like it, and some people don't, but it's pretty cool, I guess. I post on Twitter and on YouTube, that's about it. Bye.
It is pretty cool, I guess. Sorry. But yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Mm-mm.
Sure. Thank you very much. Next, according to the dice, is the owner of the channel you guys are watching this episode on, Skoll Shorties. Can you please go ahead?
Hey, Pepperoni. Hello, everyone. You guys know me. I played as Buhd. He did a lot of fighting today in the episode. He got more screen time, which is always good. And I make Warcraft themed videos, Halo videos, Witcher videos. Well, I haven't done Witcher yet, but that's in the pipeline. And I am currently working on the my next video, which is what if Alfurion died instead of Thompshire. So that should be fun.
Oh, that's interesting. Didn't know that. Nice little teaser as well. Okay. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm working on some machinimas too, but yeah.
I'm just asking just so I don't like accidentally interrupt any of you during the self-promotion bit. Okay. Thank you very much, Skoll. Next, next, according to the dice, would be Mr. DoomGoblin. Can you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you're doing?
Yeah. Hello, it's me, DoomGoblin. I am an artist. I draw stuff, and I put my work on Twitter, ArtStation, and DeviantArt. And you can check me out. I draw whenever I find time or inspiration to do stuff. And yeah, that's me.
Above board, all dear viewers, you can see our links on screen and as well as in the description below. So yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, DoomGoblin. And next would be Sir Thompshire. Can you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you're doing?
Sure. You can both find me on Twitter and YouTube as Sir Thompshire. I've been making mostly renders lately, not so much machinima, but hopefully I'll get back to it. And as for recent work, two of my models recently showed up in a Lost Codex video, so you can go ahead and check those out.
Nice.
And yeah, that's essentially it.
Nice. Which video? So the viewers will know to look for it?
I think it's called Beyond the Veil Draco.
Nice. Okay. Thank you very much, Thompshire. And I was your Dungeon Master, Game Master, Teeironor. I do this series and I do another series with another bunch of lovely people that's focused on Homebrew Universe. By the time you will see this episode, we will have skipped a week because one of the players felt ill, but we'll be back on schedule by the time you see this episode. So yeah. And other than that, I sometimes do videos on like video game lore and real life history, but I, being honest, don't really have much free time to do them. So yeah. Other than that, thank you very much, dear viewers, for watching and listening to us. We shall be back next week on Sir Thompshire's channel, and we shall see you there. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Bye.